Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amy Finley, Dean of Students at the University of Michigan-Dearborn. Our campus has been hosting the poverty simulation for probably about 10 years now, delivering this to undergraduate and graduate students. The purpose of the poverty simulation is really important, and it's to help folks understand what it's like to live in poverty and what some of the challenges really are.
I never experienced poverty in my life before, so I feel like this is a really good exposure to that, to see like how people, because like what I see from here, like making below minimum wage and all these bills I have to pay, it really like, I feel like it really needs me to like do a lot of math and see where money needs to go.
And how to stretch a dollar.
Exactly.
As a researcher and educator in the field of poverty, and entrepreneurship, I require my students to participate in this poverty simulation so that they can get a feel for what it's really like in poverty. As they say, empathy is walking a mile in someone's shoes to get a perspective from someone else's perspective.
Well, first off, I would just like to say that simulation was very eye-opening in a lot of ways, and I feel like a lot of people felt the same way. It's just everything you needed to do, the process, and for me, I was as I already said, the working boyfriend, so I was out hustling, getting some money, and then I was actually really thankful that my girlfriend here, simulation girlfriend here, was doing a lot of the things with like especially our kids.
I did like the budget, and
she got us a house at the end.
I did not grow up with the same level of poverty as this simulation portrays for at least our group, but having a single mom of 3 kids, I can't begin to understand how my mom was still as loving as a parent as she was when having to deal with applying for food stamps or figuring out childcare, going back to school, working part-time. It's just there's so much you need to do, and then she was still able to, I still felt loved at home, which I appreciate.
At the conclusion of our simulation, we do a reflection where students can really think about and reflect on what they experienced in the day. For me, this is probably the most powerful part of the entire day because you can really see how students are taking what they've learned and thinking about how they're going to put that into action. So whether that be they get engaged on policy issues they care about, they start volunteering with an organization that they care about, or they have a different perspective about those who may be in poverty.
I found this really interesting because I've always believed in life that, you play the hand you're dealt, and we're like dealt a lot of hands that sometimes are really unfair, really fortunately enough, we had somebody that already had a job, and she's like going out everywhere, trying to do everything she can to like pay for food, pay for stuff. But like, she also mentioned that there are situations where you can do everything in your power to like get things right, but it won't go through. But despite that, we still try our best. When there's nothing we can do, we still do something.
I just wanted to give some words of encouragement because I know that there are people in here who may be dealing with this in real life. You will get through this. I don't know what anyone's battles are, but this too shall pass. Like the prettiest diamonds are made from pressure. So you got to get through the pressure. You got to go through your valley to get to your mom. On top of that, I also want to say it's free to be kind. You don't know what someone else is dealing with. Like we just shared the story of someone, with her water is off. You don't know what someone is dealing with at home or behind closed doors. So it's free to be kind.
The reflection at the end of the day is a really compelling piece of what we do.